Hey Bookworms of Concord. So in a previous video, I recommended that you read Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. So now I recommend you read The Lost World by Michael Crichton, which is the second and last of the duology of Jurassic Park. And like the previous book, I would still classify this as horror rather than solely sci-fi, even though there are plenty of sci-fi elements in here. But just because of the horrifying events that happen, I think this is closer to sci-fi. So obviously it has the same title as the second Jurassic Park movie, but still read this book because just forget everything you know about The Lost World, the movie. Okay, the movie doesn't even come close to the book. I am not exaggerating. It's not like they took this book and, made some minor changes here and there like they did with the first book. No, this is completely different. Like aside from Sarah Harding in the second movie not being a redhead, Dr. Malcolm in the book, he does not have a daughter, and many other differences. The entire premise is different. And without saying why, because it's a spoiler from the first book, John Hammond has nothing to do with it. So whereas the first book, I believe, heralded postmodernism, at least a critique on postmodernism, the second book explores theories as to why dinosaurs became extinct in the first place, as the characters are thrust into one life-threatening situation after another on Isla Sorna. So the question is, was dinosaur extinction really as simple as a meteor impact so massive that it shut down photosynthesis and created greenhouse gases? Or was it because of the dinosaurs' behavior that failed to adapt? And that's really the gist of the sci-fi. The rest is just plain horror. So yeah, those questions are the purpose of the expedition to the Lost World on Isla Sorna, because all we have is the fossil record, which can't tell us much about dinosaur behavior. Scientists can only make conjectures, and that's what they remain, pure speculation. Of course, the book is entirely fictional on the dinosaurs' observed behaviors, but that's exactly what makes it so fun to read. But if that sounds boring to you, don't worry, there are antagonists with impure, selfish motives. Some critiques I have, I still recommend this even though I give it 4 out of 5 stars. You don't have to always recommend a perfect book. But some critiques I have, grammatically, there are some unnecessary commas. And I don't normally take points off because of grammar, because that tends to be the editor's problem, not the author. But it's just so ubiquitous throughout the book that it just tampered with my enjoyment of the reading. The same thing with the prequel, although I still gave that 5 stars. And that's how I base my ratings. I'm not really a technical rater. I base my ratings based on experience. So if the grammar is so bad or so just not what I'm used to or expecting, that it affects my experience, then it's going to affect my rating. Whether you agree or disagree, I don't care. That's just me. But also, some of the environment descriptions in the book didn't seem to quite fit the image of the given map, which caused me some confusion. At least in this edition, there's a map right on the inside cover. So it was pretty neat to observe. But I don't know. For me, the descriptions didn't quite match what the map portrays. That could just be me, as always, because, like I always say, I always struggle with descriptions and scenes. That's because I don't know why, just the kind of reader I am, I guess. I don't really see things like as a movie, like many writers describe, but I also don't see nothing. It's more like a comic strip, like the still images of a comic. And every now and then I'll see movement. Weird, I know. But anyway, like I said, 4 out of 5 stars, but it's a very strong 4, okay? This was just phenomenal, despite the minor problems I had with it. So yeah, so read the Jurassic Park books, both of them, even if no matter how many times you've seen the first two movies, because in the first book there are plenty of differences in the first book from the first movie that will make it a completely new experience. And again, the second movie, The Lost World, is absolutely nothing like this book. I am not kidding, not exaggerating. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.